We have to confess that often waiting for us is a process of ever weakening faith. We are in Exodus 12, 33 to 42. I've entitled this Wait on the Lord, and I've slowed down in chapter 12 because it's so packed with wonderful, important content. The Egyptians were urgent with the people to send them out of the land in haste, for they said, "We shall all be dead." So the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading bowls being bound up in their cloaks on their shoulders. The people of Israel had also done as Moses told them, for they had asked the Egyptians for their silver and gold and for clothing. And the Lord had given the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so he let them have what they asked. Thus they plundered the Egyptians. And the people of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides women and children. A mixed multitude also went up with them, and very much livestock, both flocks and herds. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough that they had brought out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not wait, nor had they prepared any provisions for themselves. The time that the people of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. At the end of 430 years, on that very day, all the host of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. And it was a night of watching by the Lord to bring them out of the land of Egypt. So this same night is a night of watching kept by the Lord by all the people of Israel throughout the generations. This passage confronts us with something very significant. Yes, God will unleash his power on behalf of his people. Yes, God will redeem his people from whatever enslaved them. Yes, God will provide for his people. Yes, the will of God cannot be thwarted. Yes, God is worthy of our trust, but here's the rub. Let me read verses 40 through 43 again. The time of the people of Israel lived in Egypt was 430 years. At the end of 430 years, on that very day, all the host of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. It was a night of watching by the Lord to bring them out of the land of Egypt. So this same night is a night of watching kept by the Lord by all the people of Israel throughout all generations. We're confronted in this passage that God is faithful to his promises, but his timing is not our timing. God is always faithful, but you will experience he often doesn't seem like he's in much of a rush. We want to see the fulfillment of his promises right away. We want to see our enemies defeated right away. We want to see answers to our prayers right away. But God calls us to wait. For Israel, the wait was 430 years. Imagine. We have to confess that often waiting for us is a process of ever weakening faith. The more we wait, the more we give way to doubt. The more we give way to doubt, the less we are sure that God's going to answer. Sometimes we give up on him completely. You see, waiting on God is not just about what you get at the end of the wait, but what you become as you wait. Waiting is not just about what you get at the end of the wait, but what you become as you wait. You become one who becomes greater and greater convinced that God has the power to do what he's promised, or you become a person who has basically given up on God. You see, it's not just the Israelites, but we too are waiting. We live in this fallen, sin-broken world. It often looks to us like evil is winning. We still struggle with sin. We are dealing with pain and suffering all the time. And God has promised that He will make all things new again and give us a new world where sin and suffering are no more. But we, like generations of the people before us, are called to wait. Pray for grace to wait with hope and joy.